Here's this
Still up
thicker.
in here.
Yeah, but that's starting to make me a little nervous.
Yeah.
We're gonna, once we get that flat, we may just not want to touch that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Does that seem flat?
Looks flat.
Does that look good?
Mm-hmm. I think the squeegee is better than the brush. I think the brush tugs at it a little bit.
Nice. Especially with a nice flat squeegee.
Yeah.
Where do you want to stay away from?
Right here. This
Right
is, saw some bubbles there. Isn't it nice how it's transparent? This glass just turns.
Yeah, when I had one of the days I had the penguin out, this guy asked me, the older gentleman, he just walked up to me and he asked, "Is it outside glassed?" And I was like,
I don't know.
Right here, Craig. Yep.
I said, "I think so, but I'm not positive."
All right, good. How are we looking, Sarah? Does it look good?
Yep.
All right, so what we have here is we took the centerboard trunk and we used the foam insulation that was wrapped in packing tape. And then on the back side of that we put wedges to jam it against the edge, and that's hopefully gonna give us a real good solid bonding of the glass on the inside of the centerboard trunk. That technique was thanks to Larry Liggett. Thank you, Larry Liggett. All right, this is just beautiful. Okay, so the challenge is going to be along the edges. A brush might be a better application vehicle on the sides. Is this cool, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for giving me a hand.
A little sanded spot up here. Oh, that's still
Yeah, that's
a little scar.
yeah.
Little character.
Scar's gonna be there. We have a dry spot up here. And I think I want to really heavily saturate
Around there.
around there too.
Yeah, I tried getting it with a brush and like even wring it out in there. It
Yeah.
didn't quite. I think it was really good. Okay, more than what I had.
Maybe we bring some brush goo in and use that to spread it and squeegee around with that.
Craig, you want to go on the other side to go over
Sure.
as far as we need to go?
Sure.
And you can kind of take it from this side and bring it over, or
Yeah, I will.
so I think if I pour on that side, it's going to go too far.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. And when we get to the bottom of that bucket, we want to go over and hit the baler area again. It's really light on our pocket over here. Take a good hit right here on this area. Another hit here.
You're okay, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
For strength, but I'll have to grind down the edge here with get it nice and flat.
I feel so bad.
Dan, did Danielle tell you about coming and spending the night here? So she wouldn't have to get up and drive early in the morning?
For
Get up
next
super
week?
Early.
I think that's right.
For
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, she
Did
didn't
say
say
that?
much about it. I know she just did it.
She showed up here at like 7 o'clock, and she thought we were like an hour away. So she wanted to get an earlier start on Friday night. And she's like, it only took me 15 minutes to get here.
Yeah, I
I thought you lived far away.
I kind of thought you left early, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember when she left, I said, okay, yeah, okay.
You know, what I chalked it up to, Dan, you want to hit me with just right along here? I chalked it up that she probably had some social function she didn't want to do on Friday night. And
I
we
couldn't
were her
understand why she
excuse.
wanted to come here at 7 o'clock on Friday
Yeah, I'm
night.
like, okay, well, whatever, Danielle. It's, we're happy to have you. And had a nice evening together, hung out together.
Yeah, well, I told her it's right down near 611 exit.
It was,
very funny.
it was very, yeah, we were, and she was funny too. She's like, oh man, I didn't know you guys were so close. I could have come on Saturday morning. Like, you could probably go back home, Danielle, come back Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, you get, no problem. It was funny. One more shot right there.
How are you handling the front edge?
We're going to wrap around, and again, same thing. It's going to be there's a masked spot on this side
Oh, okay.
that we'll try to wrap around. Now, if it doesn't work, if it's not going to lay flat, then we're going to just cut it and not glass, because it's the wet corners are a tough thing to get. Is that working? Is that working? It looks beautiful. That's good job. I think I'm gonna
Put him inside.
do brush.
No. Want me to put him inside?
Oh no, he's okay.
He sounds so sad.
This is really working great. So what do you think of Chuck?
Me?
Yes.
I think it's looking pretty good.
Sarah named this boat. So we
Chuck?
went through, it's Woodchuck. was the
Oh,
name.
not like up chuck?
We went through a variety of different names. It was Sarah's choice as to which name she wanted. And Sarah, do you remember the second runner-ups and stuff?
Yeah.
Runner-ups?
It might have. Wait, I don't know. I was gonna say it might have been Danny Girl. But I don't think it was
We
that.
have Chuck and Danny. So when we talk about boats, either Chuck or Danny.
Bye bye, Tucker.
Hey, dear, you got another batch for us almost?
Yeah, she does.
Pretty big one. You want it?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Not quite ready,
Yeah, 'cause I didn't quite get that whole very end.
but the back end.
Yeah. Ran out of squeegeeable bugs.
Right. All right, so the edges are turning out, the sides are turning out a little lighter than the bottom, which is how it was when it was sanded too.
Just keep working back.
Yeah.
You want to be on the other side of me, Kurt?
Sure. Mike, you can just follow underneath the squeegee over the brush. Thank goodness for that top.
Well, it's not exactly watertight.
That's how yours was.
Is that my phone or your phone?
It's my ring. I have a ring like that. You have the same ring?
Yeah, but it sounds like it sounds like it's inside rather than here in the garage.
Here, it could be in my pocket. Could be.
I always say if it's important, they'll leave a message.
I think that, and it's probably one of the buddies that's coming here. Paul wanted to go to the zoo this afternoon, so that's why
Or
he's.
maybe if he saw a little rain, he changed his plans.
Yeah, actually, he was going to the zoo this morning.
Oh.
I was going to stop by afterwards. So.
You still going go-karting?
I think we're going go-karting.
Have you gone there?
I
Yeah.
have.
I want to go with you.
A couple weeks ago, after they opened, one of my patients, her friend is the owner,
Oh, really?
and
cool.
I guess they have another one in Cinnaminson, or they're opening another one in Cinnaminson. I guess they said they have a cart there that'll do 70.
Really?
I don't know if it's
Cinnamon
set up.
here.
It probably
Here.
is, but I'm sure they don't let anybody use it.
Yeah, or it's tuned down.
Yeah.
I only get to ride in kind of like the basic track. I mean, you get to go on the one when you first walk in. I don't know if they make you do that one first, but that's just where they put us.
I think they're similar. Are they similar tracks? Or
No,
are they
one
different?
from the entrance side, the far one is kind of the more beginner track.
Okay.
It's just basically like
It's a little
a
wider
curvy
course.
oval.
Okay.
Well,
It has no hairpin.
Yeah, it did. Well, they change it. They change the course every few months. They change the tracks around.
Okay.
When I did it, I spun
sounds
out
like
2 or
mine.
3 times because I was just going too hot in the corners.
Did they yell at you?
They held up a little sign that says "slow down in the corners." I'm like, no kidding. Really?
Now they have an identical track in St. Petersburg that we've been going to for years.
Oh, really?
At Midwinters. So, Dan, you've done that, right?
Yep.
And that's it's apparently this is European.
Do they dress you up in the suits here?
They give you a headstock and a helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. There was one place I went to. They actually give you an overhauls. You know, a whole suit.
Right. Yeah. Roger was telling me about that, and Paul knew about it too. Some place in New Jersey. I knew there's one that does that.
A lot of the indoor ones are like they're natural gas or propane or something. They're
Not electric.
They're not electric, but they're still indoor. But however they run, they're not regular, unleaded. Dripping.
It's okay. Dripping is totally acceptable and to be expected.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about when you're doing the course is when I passed my wife 3 times,
Oh.
and her time ends when I finish.
Oh.
Basically, because it's a race, it's not like 12
Yeah.
laps. It's whoever finishes 12 laps, and then everybody's done. On the next lap.
So your wife is not competitive? in car
No,
racing?
I thought she would be, because normally she'll go slow at the first lap, and then I just started blowing past her. I stuffed one in the corner to cut her off coming through, and
Even with your wipeouts?
yeah. I hit the barrier a couple times too.
Oh,
It
yeah,
spun.
sneak by you.
Sure. It's great, Dan. Good job down here.
Dance by here.
Yep. So I'm gonna need a alignment after this.
Yeah, just be careful where you're walking that you don't step on the epoxy you just spilled. Actually, your wife probably won't worry about it, but okay, we got a little issue here with
That's why I wore my good sneakers. I was thinking I was.
So we're going to end up here apparently with a gathering problem here. So I gave it a good pull back, and I got rid of the gather right here.
Is the plan to do both sides today, right?
No.
Oh, just the one side?
Do one side, because I want to make sure it's ground down and fixed on that side.
Oh,
and
okay.
This joint, so
Yeah, good.
we are almost done.
Yeah, it's been great.
I expected 3
Excuse me.
hours. So we're going to be down to, what, an hour and a half probably, right?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna pull in a lot of
Yeah, group here. It's like doing body work in a car, right? In fact, these even say Bondo on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see
I was
that?
gonna say, I'm like, I've never actually done body work, but I know what Bondo is.
Yeah. Awesome job, Mike. Yeah, we're running out of. Yeah, it might be. We might end up being best served to start with a brush on the.
Wait for me to spill one of these, 'cause
Yeah.
they get slippery,
Hold
you
down
know?
from
Still laying pretty flat on it, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Big bunch there, but I think it's inside this wall. Yes.
I thought this would be setting up a whole lot more than it is.
Yeah, and that's the Locust Tassi, I think, is another reason why. Dan,
Yep.
would you like to swap out your foam brush for a new fresh foam brush? Are you okay?
I'm okay, I
I
think.
think you're good.
Mike, see right up there where we were working?
Oh, put